all legalities aside, just one word, John. One word. Why?
I mean, if I was in, the 16th district,
it's spelled A-R-T, art. A-R-T.
Trying to Congress to remove people's autonomy and their privacy rights. Okay, to be listening and recording people probably on their cell phones. I mean, why would you trust somebody that has violated your perceived sense of privacy? Now, we all know.
Art.
We all
Art.
know. We all know.
A-R-T. Art. Art. A-R-T.
Thank you. So at the end of the day, LaHood is going to win. Okay. As a matter of fact, the last time that he ran, more people voted for him than anybody else in his district. So at the end of the day, LaHood is going to win, and you need to give these people their money back. Okay, you need to give these people their money back, John Kitover. Okay, LaHood is good for the hood.
I just don't know how we expect to have privacy when we are on a public social audio app.
We're not on a public. We're on a private social audio app.
Hold on. Can I get a volunteer? Somebody volunteer. Anyone? Can someone volunteer? Just say something.
Okay. I'll volunteer. What can I do for it?
Okay, Moose, can you read the room title?
We are
out loud.
We are being live streamed to YouTube. Do you consent?
Now, wouldn't presence in this room after that disclosure suggest that you do consent?
Okay, just to let everybody know, I've restarted the YouTube live streams starting now.
How many viewers are there?
Mojo, the answer
And that's
is no.
another thing.
It's not
So,
explicit consent.
If you guys know that there's, if he has no viewers, like you guys just said, then why, do you know that they can use our voice on here and they can use it for commercial use? So, all of our voices are recorded, and if they want to do anything that they want to them. So, 10 years from now, you may hear your voice saying things that you never fucking said. And that, to me, is, more of a concern.
But you have given explicit consent to Clubhouse.
Yeah.
You have not given any consent to John Kittle.
Hold on. Let's just have an honest conversation about this. What is the real concern that you have about the streaming? Is it because somebody might listen to what it is that you say? There's more people in this room listening to what you're saying than there are on the YouTube channel listening to what you're saying. So, explain yourself. What is your major challenge to this?
I have one. Can I take a moment to express it?
The archive is memorialized in a different way against the terms and conditions that we agreed to on this specific app.
Adams, I think there was somebody else will say.
Well, Adams almost partially stole my thunder. So I think what John's doing, I don't know if this is his intent, is building an inventory of unstructured data, which in video it's sort of less threatening than it is in other formats, but probably 8 to 9 months from now, with advanced Blackwell and Rubin chipsets, for under $100 with the appropriate prompts, probably in less than 5 minutes, someone's going to be able to go through that entire unstructured inventory and make it structured.
This is so funny.
So tailored to
this is so funny.
Who you are and everything you've said, building a profile, recollecting anything that you've ever revealed about yourself. And that includes even John, when John's having passive conversations. So as John's recording all these rooms, he's living his life. He's chatting with friends on the phone about his own life, the dates he's going on, things that are going on in his family. All of those things are captured as well. So I wonder to what extent John has considered the law of unintended consequences? Or is this the intent?
Well, did anyone ask John? Anyone?
People have asked John, but then when John goes to answer it, John is
I've asked him.
giving an answer.
Yeah, I just heard the question, and the point is, it's not necessarily unstructured. I spend a lot of time structuring, and there's tons of playlists. There's a podcast on every YouTube account. It's 30 YouTube accounts that I'm personally managing. It's a lot of work, and I've been doing it in a flow state for like 5 years. So when you say that video data isn't like of high quality, see, video data really has a lot of data in it. And if you look at it from a gigabyte perspective, you'll understand it really is a lot of data in a video. So my ability to live stream on my AT&T fiber, all this data, I can't believe I must have uploaded like hundreds of trillions of terabytes at this point. And
So
why
what
do
is
I
the
pay only
reason
$60 a
you
month?
put-
No,
Yeah,
I'm
why
trying to
is it all
game the
this circle?
system. I'm trying to game the system. This is like a hack. And all of you, if you are in my videos, you're in my network, you're connected to me somehow now. So you may not like that because I'm running to Congress, but I have created an artificial network with you, whether you like it or not. You're all in my videos. So in a way,
Yeah.
I'm responsible to you, and now you're responsible to me. So fork it over, and give $10 now. Make it your Zadaka of the season.
All right, wait, hang on a second, Ron. One second. You missed Will's very good point. I'm not sure you understood what he meant by unstructured data. You can take all of those recordings, get those transcripts, and then you can organize them by serial prompting them, and you can make additional content out of them. That's what I believe he was talking about, and you missed that point entirely.
Well, I was actually saying he doesn't even need the transcripts. The technology is going to be able to write transcripts, make associations, sort of create metadata
Yes,
about
yes,
the
yes.
relationships.
Yeah, that's a distinction, but yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. But
You guys are talking over what's already
No,
there.
yeah.
30
You're actually
YouTube
talking
accounts
over
with
other people.
20,000
John, hang on a
videos.
second. Hang on. There are other people talking as well. Okay.
I know, but it's
I'm gonna add my 2
20,000
cents.
YouTube videos,
I'm gonna add my 2
20,000
cents.
Instagram
I'm gonna
videos.
add my 2 cents in. You do it again, you're gonna go down again, John. Thanks. Appreciate it. I don't know who else is gonna bring you up, but that's gonna be the case. See, when you choose to be able to sign up to a service, that service it's incumbent upon that particular service as a commercial entity to be able to follow certain laws. Okay, and there's an obligation to those rules. Those companies are held accountable for what happens to that particular data. What people do, right, as far as what John is doing, is putting information out there which is in the public domain that can be scraped and utilized with AI. Very, very simple scripts that can be recorded. And exactly what you're saying, there is profiling that can be done. The technology is there right now if people want to be able to do that. And profile it back to your particular names and hold that as data. Selling it. This is part of what John is facilitating. And I just want to clarify one last thing, okay? John, I do not consent, regardless of the sign and the title that is in this room, for you to be able to record or stream my voice, ideas, thoughts, and feelings at all. Thank you.
So, a couple of things. If anybody's ever gone to a live wrestling event that broadcasts on Netflix now, like WWE Raw, when you're in attendance before the show starts, they make an announcement that that you being there, that they're going to be recording. There's going to be cameras everywhere, and that they may use your likenesses. They may use for any purpose, marketing or otherwise, right? And so, and you're not, consenting verbally. You're not giving express consent. You're simply implicitly giving them the consent by continuing to sit there. I would imagine courts would look at this room the same way, especially when you make the disclosure that, hey, it's being streamed. So if you have protest, if somebody's really worried about their information being streamed in this conversation, I think the best way to protect yourself is to not be on social audio. Because if you're on social audio, let's say John gets hit by a bus tomorrow, heaven forbid, because we need him for this political race. But let's just say he gets hit by a bus tomorrow. Everybody still has the ability to record and to stream. And by the way, you don't have any control over. You have no control over it. The idea that you don't want somebody to do it, your grievance is not with John. Your grievance really and truly should be with the creators of this app that for their own purposes of monetization have said that if you give them $5, you can remain anonymous, allowing you to record without anybody stopping you, allowing you to stream without anybody stopping you. And I think that what we're doing is we're aiming the gun at the wrong person.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree with you, Mojo. Your wrestling analogy, when you buy your ticket, there's a disclaimer on it. If you hadn't heard the explicit announcement that this is going to be recorded, you have at that very moment the choice to leave. That is not occurring here, and this is not just.
We have a leave quietly button here. We have a leave quietly button here.
Yeah, but I think Mojo, we're dealing.
That's not the point. It's not the point.
So Roger, are you suggesting that the solution is for people to not attend your space that has a problem with him and his presence in here and being recorded?
So here's what I'm suggesting. If you feel that you want to protect yourself from being streamed or recorded, you can make whatever decision you want. It can be limited to not coming to this room. It can be as extreme as removing the app from your phone. The one thing I would caution you though is whatever other room that you might go in that you think is not being recorded, I just want to give you a little warning, a little whisper. Not only is somebody likely to record it and stream it, the app itself has incentivized it. They have actually incentivized people to do it. Your grievance is not with me in this space. Your grievance is not with John and what he does. Your grievance is that the app is not working in the way that you want it to. And I would just say attend the town hall. Tell Paul how you feel. I don't know if you're going to fix this problem by bringing this to the attention of John, who for 5 years has told people this is what he's going to do. All the app has done is said, yeah, we agree with John.
Yeah, I don't think that holds water.
Yeah, I don't. And he's harassing people, and everybody in this damn room knows it.
Who is he harassing?
He continues to antagonize people with the fact that he's archiving people's sentiments and the things that he's saying on another app. He's openly doing that. So if anybody wants to paint it out to, put a lipstick on a pig, then go ahead and do it. But at the end of the day, he is harassing people.
Adams, hold on. Adams, you have the plus mark, right? You're the only person on this stage. No, there's 2 people. 3 people. Sorry. Counting it. Trying to drive and look at the screen. There's 3 of you that have the plus mark. The plus mark allows you to go into a room anonymously. John has the ability to go into a room anonymously. What's the difference between John going into a room anonymously and you going into a room anonymously? Can you explain?
Because it's the unwanted actions behind the antagonization, which gives insight into the intent. The intent is to harass.
Okay, what do you mean by harass? Who is he harassing?
Yeah, I'm not sure that a harassing argument is a good argument.
It's a weak argument.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to can have a complaint about that. People are ugly, people are mean, people are nice, people are not. It's the surreptitious recording and the utilization of it without permission. That is the crux of it. And all of the recordings he's done have not been done by permission. That's for a fact.
Well, Joe, I would just encourage you to go to my YouTube channel, look at some of my videos, and you tell me. Be a judge of the videos. Don't be a judge of me as a person or my total operations. Look at an individual piece of work and give me some feedback on a specific example, not these overgeneralized John Kitover sucks statements. You know what? You're a critic and you suck.
Wait a minute. I have not criticized you one bit, and I don't need to go to your YouTube to hear people talk that has been recorded without their permission. The fact of the matter is the surreptitious recording. That is the crux of it.
Joe, you have to
Okay,
go.
hold on. Just so everybody knows in this room, especially those that are complaining about it, this room right now is being streamed. And everyone in this room, including the people speaking and complaining, are aware of this fact. And yet you choose to stay here and complain about it, knowing that it's being streamed on YouTube. I would argue that you want to be streamed. Otherwise, you would have left already.
Who's childish? No. This is childish. I'll see y'all later. This is fucking childish.
What are the damages?
Well, there is that. You do need damages to be able to get compensation in court. There's no question about that. But the reality is, if they feel like they've been damaged and they go to one of his YouTubes and they've been mischaracterized and they've suffered some harm, then that's actionable.
So,
Okay, well, that's a risk that John's then taking.
Yeah, can I just point out that one person
cost of other people.
Oh, hold on. One person has decided to exercise their right to leave the room when it was pointed out that continuing to talk about it and complain about it, knowing you're being streamed, pretty much invalidates the argument that you have a problem with it. Because if you had a real problem, if I had a real problem with it, I wouldn't be here. That's how I exercise my freedom when I have a problem with it. But let me make my final point. The person that did storm off and say, "Forget this. This is immature. I'm out of here," also is participating in this communication by creating a PTR saying that they support the opposition to him running in the race. So everybody is trying to communicate their own bullshit here. All I can say is that John's just doing it better than everyone else.
Well, let me point out that Rowan said that he did not give John his permission to record. That's all he needed to do.
Everyone wins. That's my slogan. Everyone wins.
John has to stop.
No. This room is telling people that this room is being recorded.
No, you may be. No, that's not good enough.
Hold on. Let me explain
it's
something.
Not good enough.
It is good enough. Listen, if you were to walk into Stone's poker room in Sacramento, or you could go to Live at the Bike, the bicycle casino in Southern California. You walk into these casinos and they have tables that specifically have cameras that record the poker game, and they put the poker game on the fucking television so people at home can watch what's happening at the casino. If somebody sat down at that table and said, "I don't consent to fucking playing," they wouldn't fucking sit there. Like you got to understand, you have a responsibility here, and I think that people that are saying that they don't consent, but then stay in a room that they know is being streamed, I don't think they're being very genuine.
No, I think you're wrong. I think if the examples you're giving of this poker room, and you go to management and you say, "I don't want to be recorded," they will invite you to leave.
Yes, I work in the entertainment industry, and all I have to do to film in public and get your consent is put up a sign that says, "I am filming. If you walk past this, you are consenting to be filmed." Mojo is absolutely right. I deal with it on a regular basis and have been for 30 years in the entertainment industry. If you don't like it, it doesn't matter what you consent to or don't consent to verbally. If it is posted at the top of this room that this is being streamed, you are giving your consent by being in this room. I know it sucks.
No, I think you're wrong. I think you're completely wrong.
Please let me finish, Joe. Please let me finish. I disagree with what John's doing.
I've heard the crux of your argument. Okay, I appreciate it. But I disagree with the crux of the argument. It is not Clubhouse that is putting this in the title. It's Mojo is putting this. Is putting the title in this particular room. John is not. John is the person who is streaming this, and I'm repeating myself. I do not consent to having my voice, ideas, thoughts, or feelings being recorded or streamed onto any other platform. And if John chooses to be able to disregard my wishes, then there are consequences. That's not a threat. I'm just stating that is what it is.
You'd have to prove damages. There's no consequences.
Okay, that is absolutely a distinction if John is recording and Mojo is the one putting up the consent. I can see your argument there. But you still have the ability to leave, and that is actually exactly it. You could sue him, and you could prove your damages and sue him for that. But I do see your distinction, bro. I do, and there's a legal argument there.
Well, I don't support or understand John's recordings. It is like Mojo said, it is the app. You're shooting the messenger. The app literally said $5 a month. Here are the tools here's the incubator for disease of anonymous recordings and streamings where mods can do absolutely, where mods are left powerless to be at the hands of these random recorders. Like, that is all on Clubhouse.
I don't know where Clubhouse has given explicit consent for people who have a plus sign to record. I don't think that's part of their TOS.
Joe,
They've taken
It's a
my
public
ability.
app.
Hold up. They've taken my ability away. I used to have the ability, and you can ask John about this. If he was in the room under one of his many